Salam Allah, peace to the gods, peace to the mighty, mighty MGT, the most God is trusted, the black woman. I got a black sister here with us, my beloved wife, Sister Malika Allah. Can you share with us the scripture on the war Armageddon so we could share with the people what Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us about it, please?
Yes. And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon. Revelation 16:16.
Revelation 16:16. Thank you, brother. Revelation chapter 16:16 teaches us about this war Armageddon. The messenger in his tapes in 1972, the Theology of Time, he also taught us about the war Armageddon. He taught on in other places. However, for those of you that may have the tapes or may have the book in a book by Memphis, and I say Memphis because I was just watching the 1971 Savior's Day when the Bash Rasul was there, and it reminded me, I used to have a real thick Theology of Time from Brother Bash Rasul, and basically his book had some omissions, if you will, nothing major. It's going into some like political stuff, you know what I mean, intrigue, whatever. But I like the I love that book though. I kept that book, but I let somebody read it and inadvertently lost the book. And I had got the one from Memphis Society. I love Memphis Society literature, you know what I mean, you know. But this Theology of Time, in my opinion, as far as books are concerned, is like, I would say the best professional hardback publication ever seen on Theology of Time. I've seen a more accurate version from a brother that had the actual typed transcript of Theology of Time. I don't even know where he got that from, but it was one in a notebook that had actual handwritten notes on it from Messenger Elijah Muhammad. So shout out to the fruit of S.E.I. Huntington, because that's where that was at, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of original literature around here. But this war of Armageddon, you know what I mean? Let's first look at what Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us about this war. Okay. Page number 9. The messenger says, and I quote him, first of all, this is the type of board that we call an actual fact board. This board is in the temple, not just the physical temple, but it's on our mind. We're conscious of the war Armageddon. The messenger teaches us that the war Armageddon is not a future war or a day. He says we're living in the war of Armageddon. Okay? So the messenger says, we see here on this board, called the Actual Facts Board, before our eyes, two flags. The universal flag of Islam, and we see under one flag, the American flag, here a cross and a man hanging on a tree. All of this you know to be true. I thought I'd wait until you go over this drawing a little bit, as I'm coming in to teach you the understanding of it. Here on this board you see the flag of America and you see the flag of Islam. In the flag of America here you see the sign that they use for their religion. You see red, white, and blue as colors. Over here you see white and red only. These are very good teachings that you should know. In between the two flags you have these words written. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? That's the question. When will that be? It's on now. The message said, when will that be? It's on now. Armageddon is on now. You would not be hearing the truth of these things. The truth is only to come when the falsehood has fell. As long as falsehood can rule, it remains like night. As long as the night can rule, you won't see no day. So we use all these signs and truth teachings to contend with each other daily. Now, between the two flags, we have written which one will survive the war of Armageddon. What is the Armageddon war? It is a war where truth clashes with falsehood and falsehood clashes with truth. Falsehood will try to continue to rule, and truth must overcome it and cast it out. That flag to our right here, meaning the flag of Islam, contains only two colors, red and white. The meaning of these two colors are that red represents truth. This is the first thing that we have in the universe. It was a red ball of fire to lighten up the universe. That's the sun. The sun is a red ball of fire, something like about 800,000 miles in diameter. That's a very big sun. 800 miles in diameter right through it. Now, the sun is nothing but a big ball of fire. Don't get it mixed up with some old slavery teaching. It's no spook. We're sure it's fire. We have tested it and draw fire out of it. So it is a ball of fire that warms up a circle of 9 planets. The sun strikes all of these 9 planets, and the farthest of all planets is the one you call Platoon. That planet is 4,600,000,000 miles from the sun. Yet the sun strikes it just a few hours in our regular day and makes it revolve around it. What sign is that? Whatever amount of the light of truth touches us as human beings, it changes us. Since God teaches us the science that the planet Pluto or Platoon is 4,600,000,000 miles from us, he uses it for a sign of us. We being 4,000 years off from him, 4,000 years off from the history of the 6,000 years that Moses taught Israel, Moses' teachings didn't touch Israel until after they already had been cast out from us in Arabia 2,000 years. That left us 4,000 years to work with him. Now, since we worked with him for 4,000 years, he clipped us for 400 years of it. We have been blinded to the knowledge of ourselves for 400 years. So we have this sign before you so you can read and learn something from it. You see stripes of red, stripes of white, and then you see a blue square here full of stars. What does that mean, Elijah? It means truth in the American people. This is their flag, the root meaning of themselves. It means that the white represents themselves, their color. That red represents the sun, and the red represents the sun besides an equal stripe of white represent the truth, and the white represent the white people, and that blue represents untrue like the sky. We say that's a blue sky. But you go up there 1,000,000,000 miles and you will never find no blue. So today God has given me the secret of all these things, and I'm here to teach you the secret. The blue represents untrue. Just as the sky looks blue, but there's no blue sky, so you may chase it all day and all night long in your planes, and you won't find no blue sky up there. You may say, well, Mr. Muhammad, I see you have on a blue suit. Does that mean you're untrue? No. This blue I'm wearing is so because I live among untrue people, and to get among them to get their attention, you look like them, and you can creep up to them. He think that's himself. The American flag and its true meanings. When the original scientists designed this for white